Hi, my name is Bibek Adhikari. I am a English instructor. In today's class, we are going to solve the speaking portion of Unit 9, that is Adjectives and Adverbs. So let's begin. Right, we are now going to start the speaking portion of Unit 9, which is Adjectives and Adverbs. So let us first start by learning what adjectives are. So my first question is, what are adjectives? Or in other words, what do adjectives do? That's my question. You see, adjectives are words that describe a noun or a pronoun. So adjectives are those words that describe a noun or a pronoun. In other words, it is a word belonging to one of the major form classes in any of numerous languages and typically serving as a modifier of a noun to denote a quality of the thing named, to indicate its quantity or extent, or to specify a thing as distinct from something else. So let me write what that means in very short format. But before that, let's understand that adjectives are words that describe a noun or a pronoun. Pretty easy, right? So words that describe noun or pronouns. So what do adjectives do? Let's be a little specific and let's try to write. Not just describe, adjectives do a lot of things. So they modify a noun, first of all. They modify a noun, and after that, they, in a way, denote a quality of the thing named. Sometimes they also denote quantity or extent, you see. And sometimes adjectives, in a way, specify a thing as distinct from others. So these are the functions. Modify a noun. You can say something like, I am feeling quite good today. In a way, the word good modifies your feeling, right? Or you can denote a quality of the thing named. You can say the blue car. And when you say the blue car, the word blue modifies the quality of the car. Now you know that the car is blue and the color is blue. So it denotes a quality of thing that is named. Sometimes it denotes quantity. You can say, I'm very tired today. Very tired. When you say very tired, the word very is in fact denoting the quantity or some extent. I am tired, and the quantity is I'm very tired. And sometimes you can be very specific, like the water is deep. Now, the word deep, in a way describes water as distinct from others, a thing as distinct from something else. So the word deep describes water in a distinct way. Let's summarize very quick. Words like blue, very, deep, these words are in fact called adjectives because they describe a noun or a pronoun. You see, car is a noun, tired is not a noun, but there must be something in front of it. I am, so describes you. The water is a noun. Easy, right? Okay, let's go to adverbs. Now we come to adverbs. What are adverbs? That is my first question. What are adverbs? So adverbs are words that describe a verb, an adjective, another adverb, or a sentence, and that is often used to show time, manner, place, or degree. Wow, that sounds confusing, but let me simplify it for you. It describes a verb. That's why it is called an adverb, because it is describing a verb. After all, that is the main idea. Sometimes it describes an adjective. When you say, I'm very tired, very is describing another adjective. Oftentimes, it also describes another adverb. You see, multiple uses. So, it describes another adverb. Adverbs are those words that describe a verb, that describe an adjective, sometimes another adverbs. And the interesting thing is, sometimes they also describe a sentence. Well, the whole sentence is also sometimes described by adverbs. And in different manners, not in a single manner, you see, in different manners related to time or manner itself, place, degree. So in these many ways, adverbs describe the sentence. In other words, adverb is a word belonging to one of the major form classes in any of numerous languages, typically serving as a modifier of a verb, an adjective, another adverb, or sometimes a preposition, or phrase, or clause, or a sentence expressing some relation of manner or quality, place, time, degree, number, cause, opposition, affirmation, or denial. And in English, also serving to connect and to express, comment on, clause content, you see, sounds very complex, but it isn't. Let me give you some examples. If you say something like arrived early, what does the word early do? Think about it. If you say something like runs slowly, he runs very slowly. He runs slowly. What does the word slowly do? That is my question. Or you can say I stayed home. What does the word stayed do? Or you can say works hard. What does the word hard do? I think it's not stayed. Slightly confusing here. So my question is, what does the word home do? All of these in a way describe something. So early is an adverb, slowly is an adverb, home is an adverb, hard is an adverb. Early describes the manner of arriving, slowly describes the way person is running, stayed home describes the what the speaker is doing, works hard describes the manner of working. So these words like early, slowly, home, and hard, they are called adverbs because they talk about quality, they talk about place, time, degree, number, sometime causes, cause, opposition, or even affirmation. Stayed home, where did you stay? Place. Arrived early, quality. Run slowly, degree. Works hard, degree again, or could be cause. See, number, time, opposition, affirmation. That's why these words are called adverbs. Now let's solve the questions from your book. There's a study table that is given in your book, and I am going to copy some of the words from there. So we have something called degrees of adjectives. We have, in fact, 4 degrees of adjectives: positive, comparative, superlative, and equivalence. Let's write some words. Cold, first degree adjective. Second degree is colder. You've got to add something. Third degree is coldest. Equivalence is as cold as. Pretty easy, right? You have to add er here, add est here, and add to as here. Let's try another one. Short. Alright, try yourself. Can you do this? Guess you can. It's pretty easy, by the way. Alright, shorter, shortest, as, short as, shorter, shortest, as, short as. Alright, let me give you one more question. Tall, do this, tall. Pretty easy, tall. Try for yourself. Tall, taller, very good. Tallest. And what is the equivalence? As, tall, as, easy. As easy as ABC, right? Taller, tallest, as tall as. Now let's do some more. If I give you the word beautiful, how would you change it into the different degrees of adjectives? Would you say beautifuler, beautifulest, as beautiful as? Well, that doesn't sound right. So you would say something like more beautiful, most beautiful. Finally, in the equivalence section, same as what we did before, as beautiful as. So this is first degree, second degree, third degree, finally the fourth degree, which is called equivalence. And why do we add words like more and most? Because now for this, there's a reason, yes, because there's a reason, but to understand the reason, we must understand something called counting the syllables first. And that's a tricky part, How do we count the syllables? That is the question. Because when the syllables are more, let's say 3 or 4, the general rule of adding er and est, does not work. Because this rule works for maybe a monosyllabic word, a disyllabic word. So up to 2 syllables, I say. Monosyllabic, disyllabic words are fine. Okay, let's take a monosyllabic word once again. Strong, okay. Strong, how many syllables? 1. Strong is turned into stronger. Is changed into strongest. Easy. Stronger, strongest. Easy, right? Stronger, strongest. Adding er and est would do. But oftentimes this won't do. And there are other irregular variations like, let's take the word good. How would you change good? Gooder? Goodest? No. Good is better and best. So let's take another word, bad. How would you say badder and baddest? No. You would say worse. And finally you would say worst. These are irregular forms. Lazy. How many syllables? Lazy, I think 2. And disyllabic words, lazier, laziest. Adding er and est would do. But when we have, trisyllabic words and maybe more than polysyllabic words, this technique won't work. Now let's understand. First of all, let's learn how to count syllables. How to count syllables. Now, how do we count the syllables? That is my question. There are many rules, Just looking at the vowel sound, we can find out the syllables, or by pronouncing the word and observing our stress pattern also we can find the syllables, or by putting your hand on your chin and by measuring its up and down movement also you can find the syllables. So there are many ways of counting syllables. All right, let's take a word talented, right? First of all, let's count the vowel sound. How many vowel sounds are here? 3 vowel sounds. Monophthongs or diphthongs? All monophthongs? Good, because diphthongs, they act as a single sound. If you don't know what that means, no worries. Talented. 1, 2, 3. Let's follow the chin method. Say it. Pronounce the word talented. 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 How many syllables? 3. Talented. And how would you change this into comparative and superlative degree? Would you say something like talenteder, talentedest? No, that's very ridiculous. You would change this into more talented for comparative degree, and for the superlative degree you would change this into most talented, and for the equivalence you would say as talented as, right? So whenever you have more than 3 syllables, 3 and more than 3 syllables, we follow this rule. What is the rule? Adding more and adding most. That is the rule. More for the comparative degree, most for the superlative degree. That's the rule. And how do we count the syllables? We look at the vowel sound. The more the vowel sounds, the more the syllables. Okay, let's take another word. Comfortable. Let's look at the vowels. Comfortable. 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 How many vowel sounds? 1 vowel sound, another vowel sound, another vowel sound, final vowel sound. So 4 vowel sounds, 4 syllabic words, number of syllable counts, 4 syllables. Comfortable. Comfortable. So if you write the phonetic transcription, you would write something like this. You see, this is the phonetic transcription. Sounds like Greek, looks like Greek, does. To some extent, it is very complex because in grade 9, you will study how to write the phonetic transcriptions. It is not in grade 8. Nonetheless, let me give you a brief idea. Comfortable. How many syllables? 4. How many dashes? 1 dash, 2, 3. So 3 dashes means 4 syllables. 3 dashes, they mean 4 syllables, right? Okay. Comfortable. Comfortable. Okay. Comfortable. How many syllables? 4. 1 vowel sound, another vowel sound, another vowel sound, another vowel sound. Altogether, you are good in addition. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. Excellent. Very good. A sound are there. Comfortable. A sound. Ball. A sound. Ball. That's how you count the syllables. Not by looking at the phonetic transcription, but by looking at the vowel sound. So whenever you're counting syllables, be sure that you are counting, you are looking at the vowel sounds. Because number of vowel sounds, they determine the number of syllables, correct? Or you can follow the chin method. That's another very funny method. I like this method. It's called the chin method. What is the method? The chin method. And in this chin method, you put your hand, this is the nose and this is the mouth. So you put your hand somewhere here, on below your chin. Put your hand here. This is nose, this is chin, right? So, at the end of the chin, put your hand and pronounce the word comfortable. 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 How many times does the chin go up and down? So count that. Up and down motion. 1, 4, table. So altogether, 4 times the chin goes up and down. That's why it is a 4-syllabic word. How ingenious. Whoever discovered this method must have been a great person. Jokes apart, both methods are very suitable. You can either follow the vowel method, vowel counting, vowel sound method, or you can follow the chin method. That's another method also. It's called tapping method. And there's another method which is called drumming method. So there are many methods. Clapping your hands is one, tapping is another. Many methods are used. At the end of each vowel sound, you can actually tap, or you can drum your fingers. Let's see how it is done. So let's do this tapping method. Let's tap at the end of each vowel sound. Comfortable. Comfortable. For the tapping method. Okay, I'm not going to teach you any more methods. Now, how would you change this word comfortable into comparative and superlative? You would say more comfortable and most comfortable, right? As comfortable as. Okay, let's go to the exercise portion. Exercises. First question that we have is rewriting the sentences, selecting the right word from the brackets. Altogether, there are 12 questions. Let me do some, very few. My father earns much than my brother does. Okay, let me write another question. Number B. Sarita is happier now than she was last month. So these two are the questions. Let's solve the first one. My father earns more than my brother does, or my father earns much than my brother does. Which is correct? My father earns more than my brother does. Who earns more money, right? Money is countable in a way. Sarita is happier now than she was last month. Sarita is happier now than she was last month. Than means comparative. So you are actually making comparison. So these are comparative questions. Now let me give you a homework. Your homework would be complete all the questions from exercise portion of the speaking section. So this would be your homework. There are altogether 12 questions. I solved 2. How many are left? 10 questions. So 10 questions are homeworks for you. Complete all the questions from the exercise portion of the speaking section. That's your homework. Now, if you feel very confused about any questions or any explanations that I made, don't feel shy. Do write us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thank you.